Hey everyone! Today I'm gonna do my TBR for the Fall Into Fantasy Readathon. So this is a readathon that I think is kind of hosted by Penguin Teen, and there's a couple of booktubers included in all of that. There's like buddy reads with these booktubers and everything. I'm just gonna leave a bunch of information in the description, but I just really want to participate in this readathon because first of all, I haven't participated in a readathon in a really long time. The last one was Booktubathon, and also I just really want to use the current season to read more fantasy, so this was just the perfect opportunity. This readathon actually starts today on the 18th and goes until the 25th, and there are 8 kind of challenges and then also kind of an additional challenge that is just like read at least 4 books, which I don't really know how the week is gonna go for me, okay? I am currently in a really good kind of reading mood, but still I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to be like too optimistic about this. But yeah, I just kind of choose some books that I want on my TBR for this week. I know I just uploaded my November TBR, okay? I know it's only been a week since that went up, but basically I've almost scrapped all of my plans on the TBR anyway, I'm gonna say quite honestly, because something came up that I'm going to talk about in a second. And so like I was just like, I want to participate in this, I want to do a TBR, and so here we are and we just got to deal with it. I'm kind of doubling up on some of the challenges but not all of them, and I don't even know how many books I have actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've chosen 5 books and I'm kind of doubling up on some of the challenges. So we'll see how that goes, but one of those books I've actually already started, so yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna just talk about the challenges and talk about what I want to read. So the first challenge is to read a new series. Now, I wasn't really sure if this means as in this is a series that's kind of new or if it's a series that's new to me, but because there is another challenge that is like a new fantasy, I decided to go with a series that is new for me. And I decided to go with Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rash. I just had this on my Top 5 Wednesday video to read before 2019, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity for me to start this. I'm also using this for the second challenge, which is a book that has been on your TBR for way too long, and you know, this was kind of the category that I choose this for in my Top 5 Wednesday as well, so it had to be on here. You know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. I mean, if I like realize it's like slow and you know, I don't really feel like it's bringing me forward during this readathon, I will just like put it on hold and continue it later. But I thought the opportunity is just too good. The third challenge is an LGBTQ plus fantasy, and for this one I am gonna try and read Ash by Melinda Lowe. This would also double up on Has Been on Your TBR for Too Long, and I mean, this is kind of short, so I think it will be a good readathon book, and just in general, I just really want to read it, and I don't know, I read this challenge and I was like, it's time to read Ash. I don't know, like there's a couple of queer fantasies I have on my TBR, but this one just came to mind immediately, so let's hope I can actually read it this week. The fourth challenge is to read a diverse fantasy, and for this one I'm gonna go with Empress of All Seasons by Emiko Chen. This is a Asian-inspired fantasy, and I got an arc of this, but it was like so close to the release date that I just was not able in any capacity to review this in time, but I do want to get to it soon, and I just thought this is another perfect opportunity for me to read this soon. The fifth challenge is to read a book with multiple POVs, and for this one I'm gonna go with Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is a reread for me and I have already started this, but I just thought this is like especially because this is so fucking big, so you know, I just thought that even if I don't read all of it during the readathon, I think I'm fine as it's really fucking big. And so yeah, this is also connected to what I said earlier, that I scrapped my whole TBR because I ended up spontaneously rereading Lady Midnight last week, and so now I'm onto a Lot of Shadows, and yeah, this has multiple POVs, so I thought this was perfect for this challenge. And also this series is currently really putting me in this amazing reading mood, and I'm really reading fast and just really want to invest time in reading. So I'm really excited to basically kind of start my readathon with this. The 6th challenge is to read a new fantasy, and for this one I'm just going to go with Empress of All Seasons as well. And then the 7th challenge is to read a sequel, and for this one I'm going to go with The Queen's Resistance by Rebecca Ross. I did talk about this in my November TBR, and now I have kind of settled a date to buddy read this with Melanie, and so we're definitely gonna start it during the week. I am incredibly excited for this because I love The Queen's Rising, and I'm just so hyped for this sequel, and I'm so hyped to buddy read it with Melanie. I just cannot wait for this one. And yeah. And the 8th challenge is to read a BookTube recommended book, which honestly, I didn't choose anything for this challenge because Snow Like Ashes was originally BookTube recommended. I know it's been a couple of years, but people did not shut up about this book for a little while. Lord of Shadows is technically BookTube recommended, even though I would have picked it up either way because I was already like in the Shadowhunter world. Nobody can shut up about the Dark Artifices, and like I feel like in a way even Ash is something that I picked up because someone recommended it to me. Empress of All Seasons even, well, that's not really so much BookTube recommended. I've seen it more in the blogger world. But still, like, you know, I feel like almost every book could count for this challenge. And so I didn't really choose anything for that. If I feel like I'm in the mood for something else, there's more than enough on my TBR that I could still go with. Yeah, and that is everything, you know, 5 books on my TBR. As I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to read all of them, but I just really wanted to do a TBR and really wanted to try and get as many challenges done as I could. I just always feel really motivated during readathons, and especially right now, as I said, I'm in a good reading mood and I'm in a really fantasy kind of mood, and so I just really hope that this readathon goes well for me and for everybody else that is watching this and participating. I definitely want to know if you're going to participate in this readathon, even if it's like low-key, you're just gonna, you know, start one book, read one book, finish one book, whatever it is. I want to know if you're participating or if you have a TBR. And yeah, I make new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with occasional reviews on Friday, so click subscribe to never miss anything and hit the little bell so you get notified as well. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!